All right, guys, what's up? I didn't want to make this video, but I think many of you guys knew that it was coming. Black Ops 6 has officially fallen off the cliff. All right, this is without a doubt the most dead Call of Duty by December. By the end of its like game's life cycle, like you know how most CODs come out in like October or November. This is by far the most dead, the most quick. Okay, people are dropping this game like it's a bad habit. Okay, nobody is interested in this title. The views are gone, the subscribers are gone, no interest. Okay, I don't know any IRLs, I don't know any YouTube friends, literally nobody. Right? You can check the Steam charts. I'm sure many of your favorite YouTubers have already made videos on this, but yeah, dude. The Steam numbers are not lying. This game has taken a nosedive in the month of December. Now, part of it you can blame for like the holidays and stuff like that. You know, Exclusive Ace made a video on this, like kind of describing it as like the holiday lull, basically where, you know, people kind of have like family obligations, various stuff, they're traveling, they're not really playing the same game like over and over again, you know? However, he also remarked that this year it seemed a little different, and I tend to agree. I don't know why, but even for me, you know, a COD YouTuber, and I actually don't even mind the Black Ops 6 itself, I just can't get on board with playing the game anymore, man. I just don't have any incentive. I don't have Dark Matter. I don't even have Diamond for most guns. Like, I just don't care about playing this game. I don't care about the franchise, man. I think everything that I potentially could care about, they've ruined, right? First off, ranked play, right? This is something that, like, you know, I play this game a lot. Like, yeah, I want to get better. I want to show how good I am. But hey, guess what? As soon as I get good enough, you know, to get into like, you know, decent lobbies, because, you know, let's face it, I'm not a great COD player. Boom, I'm met with hackers. I'm met with cheaters. I'm met with people who can boot me out of the game, right? Like, what kind of system is this? Like, what kind of game are we running? Like, imagine if you're like, you know, I don't know, like working out or something, or running a race, right? Let's imagine you're running a race, let's say a marathon, right? 26 miles for those of you who don't know. And as soon as you pass like a certain person in the race, you know, either for speed or distance or whatever, he can just hit a button and push you back to the starting line. Like, what kind of game is this? Like, what is the point of training for this marathon? What is the point of working out and, you know, eating right and buying the right shoes, buying the right equipment? What's the point of doing all this if somebody can just like reset your progress, just destroy all the hard work and effort you put in? That's essentially what it feels like when you play ranked play and Warzone and all these game modes that cheaters are filled and flooded to the rim in Black Ops 6 and in Call of Duty Warzone right now. Like, it's madness, okay? You know, Nadeshot has quit, Swag is basically about to leave. Like, many top content creators who haven't already left the series in previous COD titles who somehow stuck around, many of them are just dipping, they're jumping ship right now, and I can't blame them whatsoever. So as I was saying, like, yeah, I think that the cheating system and basically the lack of incentive to even try to get good at something like Warzone or try to get good at ranked play really doesn't incentivize me for much. The next thing that, you know, one of the main reasons why I think I'm pretty much done with Black Ops 6 is the grind itself, right? Like, once I finish the camo, which I don't even know if I'm going to do, I'm probably not, because it's just really unbearable playing this game without a sub or an AR, because, you know, everyone's just sweating their balls off, right? It's just not fun at all. You know, it doesn't make a whole lot of it's not a very incentivized to play this game with an LMG or a sniper or a pistol. You know, the pistols are, oh my God, bad. But, you know, to suffer and sit in, you know, in like Nuketown and face-off modes 24/7, you know, head glitching with a pistol, like, is that really how I want to spend my time, right? Like, is that really what I want to be doing, right? It's just not a fun system. It's just not fun. I can't describe it any other way, but Black Ops 6 is just like, it's not fun. I don't know if it's Black Ops 6. Like, yeah, the maps could use some work and all this stuff, but I think it's just Call of Duty. The matchmaking is just so awful, so manipulative that it just doesn't make you want to get back on. It doesn't make you feel like, hey, you know what, like, I didn't have fun last game, but like maybe this game, you know, I've learned a little bit, I can get better. Nope, it's just whatever the matchmaking, whatever the algorithm decides that you should do. Like, oh, the algorithm noticed that you just went 3-30 3 games in a row. Yeah, it's going to give you an easy one. It's going to give you, you know, a bot lobby and a half, right? That's like, sure, that might feel good in the moment, but what happens when, you know, you start dominating and then you know that your next match is going to be, you know, against Optic Scump and the whole FaZe clan? Like, is that what you want? I don't prefer my matches be so manipulated to the point where I can tell, right? I can tell that you're manipulating me, that, you know, if as soon as I start doing well, boom, the next lobby, boom, the next couple of games, I'm just suffering. And what kind of like I don't know, man. They say that it's like engagement optimized, right? They say that it's supposed to keep the player base. Tell that to the Steam numbers, right? Tell that to the 40% dip in December. Sure, you can attribute that to, the hackers and the holidays. Guess what? January, I don't think that people are coming back. Guess what? February, March, I don't think people are coming back. No new players are coming back. Because if you think about it, what casual player is coming back to Call of Duty mid-life cycle when all they've heard is hackers? All they've heard is skill-based matchmaking, right? If you look on any Call of Duty YouTube video, besides maybe the one or two dick suckers left, because there's really not many, because I don't know how people are supporting Call of Duty these days. Maybe there's more and I just don't see you. We got all these fanboy crybabies, complaining about people who complain and protecting the $8 billion company. Yeah, congratulations guys. I'm sure Activision cares about you. I think we live in a really sad state for Call of Duty. I think it probably is the downfall. I think let's assume COD dies in 5 years. I don't think this is going to be the game where people are like, yeah, this is the game COD died. I'm pretty sure people are going to say a couple of titles beforehand, right? Modern Warfare 2 was complete trash. Some people are going to say Cold War. Some people are going to say Vanguard. I don't think many people are going to say Modern Warfare 2019. Even though personally I wasn't a big fan of it, I think that a lot of people, and especially on Twitter right now, a lot of people are missing that title. A lot of people are missing the fluidity, the fun of that game. Even though it was had some of the worst maps we've ever seen, it actually provided a decent system when it came to search and destroy, which was really fun in that game. I say all this to say yeah, I want COD to change, but at the same time, I don't know, man. If you're like me, maybe you're in the generation that grew up playing Call of Duty. Maybe it's just not our time anymore. Maybe we're just in the TikTok, brain rot generation, and Call of Duty is just trying to move on and cater to them. And if you're like me, you're not that. You're not a TikTok brain rot. Just go with the flow. ADHD brain. You're not like that. And so if you're like me, I want to know in the comment section, are you still playing COD? Do you just come to Call of Duty commentators and just keep up, stuff like that? Because that might be eventually what I become, right? Because I'll be honest with you, I'll break the fourth wall a little bit here. I wasn't going to come back to Call of Duty. I don't really plan to come back to Call of Duty. The only reason I did was because Black Ops 6 and because COD gets views for 2 to 3 months. This year, it got views for maybe 2.5 months. And I know you could say just make better content or whatever. I think when it comes to Call of Duty across the board, I think overall views are down. It doesn't mean that there's no viewers, but it means that people who are getting 20K, maybe are getting 10K. People who are getting 2,000 views, maybe they're getting 500. Views are just down overall. Videos about Call of Duty, about Black Ops 6 are just not getting recommended anymore. And I think that also goes to show the interest, right? The interest in the community, from the community, is probably at one of the all-time lows that we've ever seen. I think, it's going to be tough to beat Modern Warfare 2 2022 because that was a pile of hot doo-doo, whereas Black Ops 6 is actually a playable, watchable Call of Duty game. That game was just trash, but man, the interest is concerning, right? For a playable Call of Duty game, it's not like this game is complete trash. If this game was complete trash, that'd be one thing. This game is actually decent. Yeah, the maps kind of suck and skill-based matchmaking is a pain, but the overall gameplay when you're using a sub or AR is not bad. Trainwreck really has brought the feel back when it comes to Call of Duty Black Ops 6. But it's just sad to see all this potential, all this effort wasted because you can't work an anti-cheat, because you can't fix that, because you refuse to listen to the community about skill-based matchmaking. And now that X-Defiant is dead and deader than a brick, what are we going to do now, right? They're basically going to say oh, you want skill-based match or no skill-based matchmaking? Look at X-Defiant, that game couldn't survive. Truthfully, I think a lot of things, kind of helped kill X-Defiant, including X-Defiant killing itself. I don't think Call of Duty was so good this year or something. I think X-Defiant kind of killed itself. But I do think that this game, and overall, I feel bad. I don't think I'm going to cover it that much. I'm not interested in any seasons. I'm not interested in the camo. I'm not interested in Warzone, ranked play, search and destroy, pretty much anything. I'm just not interested in going for this, in playing this, talking about this. And it's sad. A lot of the gameplay you're going to see in future videos, if I make future videos, is going to be from before 2025, because I don't think I'm playing this game. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's basically going to do it. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I think this video is going up on January 2nd. I'm recording this kind of over the break, but Again, not like there's gonna be a ton of videos anyway. So yeah, subscribe if you're new, leave a like, and let me know if you guys are still playing Black Ops 6. I'll see you guys later. Peace.